I mentioned about that today is kind of celebrating about Valentine's Day, at the start of the Mass, but in the liturgy, it's really the feast or memorial of Saints Cyril and Methodius, the brothers who were instrumental of the Christianization of these Slavic nations at that time or in their time. But what actually kind of called my attention was the opening prayer, because the phrase in there which says true faith and right confession. It's so specific, in its description, because we may have faith, but what kind of faith? We may confess, what we believe, but is it really the right one? Like, for example, in the gospel today, this mother, in the eyes of many at that time, especially with the prejudice and bias against non-Jewish people who would turn and ask the Lord, and they were supposed to be unclean and undeserving of God's mercy, because the description, the place entire, and a Greek Syro-Phoenician by birth, this woman. So she is not one of those chosen ones. And yet, even that seemingly insulting remark of the Lord, yet she showed her profound faith in the Lord, and that's why the Lord healed her daughter. So it boils down to the fact, we may have faith and we confess what we believe, but again, is it really the truth and the right one? Like, for example, in the first reading too, it's the foundation of our faith in the essence, the meaning, and the sanctity of marriage, based on natural law according to the divine plan of God. But we all know that the world today, they have their idea and of any marriage that they would like to have. And it's good that as Christians, as believers of God, that we be reminded of what really marriage is according to the divine plan of God, and how we believe and how we promote and protect it with our Catholic faith. And even that love, it's supposed to be the day of love. It's the most abused word these days. And in that writing of Pope Benedict, the levels of love, the eros, the philia, and the agape, the flesh and the carnal one, with the friendly and brotherly or fraternal love, and of course the deepest meaning of love is the agape, which is charity. And it really means sacrifice. But people nowadays just confuse all this. And so also with marriage. And fortunately or unfortunately, that's my ministry in the tribunal. Because of all these, our brothers and sisters who were supposed to be entering into matrimony or marriage with the wrong understanding and not the right intention. So again, we hope and pray that as we try to nurture and nourish our faith, begin with the true faith and the right confession as believers and followers of the Lord. Amen.